One of the hardest things about being an online English teacher is standing out from others. There's so much competition, and students like you are constantly bombarded on social media by English memes, advertised courses which promise things, and unrealistic methods. As a professional teacher, I don't do any of this. I always prefer to have private students so we can learn more about each other and make progress face to face in a personalized and professional way. In my classes, I only use verified materials from sources like Cambridge and Oxford because that's exactly how I taught in different schools around the world. So, if you'd like to take a private class with me or another professional teacher, there are links to italki and Preply in the description. Number 1, drum up. Why is the media pushing this story? Is there a reason? It seems like they're trying to drum up support for military action. That's dangerous. Public opinion is already divided. They're trying to drum up support for military action. To try to generate or encourage excitement, interest, or support. They're drumming up support for the new book. The organization is trying to drum up support for the opposition. Number 2, flare up. Everything was so calm yesterday. What happened? You know who sent out a tweet and pissed everyone off. Typical. Things calm down and then they flare up at the blink of an eye. I'm used to it. Things flared up after just a tweet. To erupt or intensify suddenly. Tensions flared up after the announcement. The conflict flared up again in the capital. Number 3, rise up. A lot of people are talking about revolution. Things are just too chaotic right now. You think people will rise up and take to the streets? Hundreds of thousands could rise up and start protesting. To rebel or revolt against authority. The people rose up after years of oppression. Citizens rose up demanding reform. Number 4, speak out. Why was the advisor fired? It's because he spoke out against the government's involvement in the war. That doesn't sound right. He should be able to voice his opinion. He spoke out against the government. To express an opinion publicly and clearly. She spoke out against the use of force. Leaders are starting to speak out about corruption. Number 5, go down. The protests grew a lot last night. They're getting more intense. That's alarming. Did anything else go down? They haven't found anything serious yet. Did anything else go down last night? To happen, and this is casual. Something big went down at the border. No one expected things to go down so quickly. Number 6, set off. The two countries aren't getting along at all anymore. If they keep up the rhetoric, it might set off a war. That would be the worst case scenario. Let's pray it doesn't happen. It might set off a war. To trigger or activate something. The bombing set off a regional conflict. The announcement set off a series of mass protests. Number 7, drag into. Why are smaller countries getting involved? They're being dragged into the conflict. I doubt they want to be a part of this. Allies have to support each other, even if they don't want to. They're being dragged into the conflict. To force someone or something into a difficult situation. The treaty dragged them into war. Neutral countries are being dragged into the mess. Number 8, break out. Are those rumors about fighting true? They are. Fighting has broken out along the eastern border. So it's official now. That's a shame. Fighting has broken out on the eastern border. To begin suddenly, especially violence or war. War broke out after months of tension. Riots broke out following the verdict. Number 9, blow up. The fighting is intensifying. Why do you say that? What happened? The weapons factory blew up. It was a huge loss. The weapons factory blew up. To explode or cause to explode. He was jailed for years because he tried to blow up a plane. The bomb blew up near the police station. Thankfully, no one was hurt. Number 10, go off. What was that noise? A car bomb went off near the embassy. That's terrible. Any casualties? A car bomb went off near the embassy. To explode, detonate, or activate, for alarms. The mine went off as they crossed the road. An alarm went off in the government building. Number 11, hold off on. Are they going to respond to the tariffs? They're thinking about it. They see it as a trade war, but they're holding off on it for now. I'm anxious. Who knows what's gonna happen next? They've decided to hold off on retaliation. To delay doing something. They held off on the strike to allow more talks. Leaders agreed to hold off on sanctions temporarily. Number 12, pull out. Are those two countries gonna honor that deal they signed a few years ago? It's not looking likely. The president said he wants to pull out of it. That's not a good sign. He said he wants to pull out of the agreement they have. To withdraw from an agreement or place. The UN pulled out after the situation worsened. They pulled out of negotiations early. Number 13, fall apart. The coalition looked strong just a month ago. It's falling apart fast. What happened? The rhetoric is dividing everyone. No one can agree on anything. It's just chaos. The coalition is falling apart fast. To collapse or disintegrate. The alliance fell apart after internal disagreements. The deal fell apart at the last minute. Number 14, spin out of control. Do you think there's still time to fix this? I'm not sure. The situation is spinning out of control fast. What on earth can we do to get things back on track? It's already spinning out of control. To become chaotic or unmanageable. The violence spun out of control by sunset. The movement spun out of control after losing its leader. Number 15, blow over. This crisis is deep. It's moving fast. I'm not sure. It could just all be talk. It might all blow over soon. Not likely. I think things have changed for good. Do you think this crisis will blow over? To pass or be forgotten over time. Hopefully, this scandal blows over quickly. They're waiting for the backlash to blow over. Number 16, drag on. This war has dragged on for how long now? Nearly 4 years already. Can you believe it? That's longer than anyone expected. This war has dragged on for years. To continue for longer than expected. The trial dragged on for months. The peace talks dragged on without results. Number 17, die down. Is the fighting slowing down? Yeah, things seem to be dying down a bit. That's a relief. Everyone needs a break. Innocent people are dying. Things seem to be dying down. To become less intense. The protests finally died down. The chaos began to die down after the agreement. Number 18, give in. Will they agree to the terms? Maybe. Under pressure, they might give in. It's the only way this ends peacefully. They might give in under pressure. To surrender or stop resisting. The government gave in to public demand. She gave in after weeks of negotiation. As always, thank you so much for watching. If this video helped you, consider becoming an English fan on Buy Me a Coffee or with my YouTube channel membership. There, you'll find access to weekly PDFs and themed phrasal verb quizzes to help you improve fast. Thank you, subscribers, channel members, and private students. See you in the next lesson.